Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Apologies, still, with the audio. I bumped up the microphone and moved down the music some more. The overworld music and the in the dungeon music is fine, but for some reason it gets so much louder during boss fights. I literally recorded a test with a boss fight and the audio was fine. But I guess it changes from dungeon to dungeon. Anyway, Moschet Manor. As a kid, this was my favorite dungeon.
Was starving, so he ordered his Tonberry chefs to make dinner right away. But when Maggie awoke from her nap, she was furious to find the table bare. "How dare you forget my dinner?" she bellowed at her husband. Jack knew the trouble he was in, so he demanded the chefs make great haste. But as always, they took their own good time.
That's because Tomberries are dope. Jack Moschet. Oh, is there actually a name there? It looks like it was spelled differently and everything. Anyway, this place is pretty legit. Whenever I played this as a kid, this was actually my favorite place to go. Now, there is quite a bit of waiting here. Basically, each one of these symbols is the symbols of race. If you could actually see it close up enough, I have a big-ass monitor and I can't see it, but on my arm is the Selkie symbol. All the Selkie men have that, except for one of the new ones. But that's our emblem. So if our emblem is on there, we can step on the thing and push it down. See, this was intended for multiplayer with a diverse party. If you have one person from each faction, then they can immediately push the things down. But getting out, getting in, we gotta wait on pushing down the things. Granted, we could just run over here and grab the thing at first. Maggie's actually not hostile. Little pissed off with you. Anyway, the gist of this place is that they need to get that food made as quick as possible, and we need to bother them and steal all the things in their house as quick as possible. So we're going room to room, and we are clearing out the Tonberries. And that is our win condition. So basically, we're just going to go around the room, clockwise, and once we've cleared out all the rooms, we're good to go and the dungeon's done. The first Tonberry. This is usually where people get stuck on stuff, because there's like very tight quarters here, but like I just used the mini-map, and you can see that there's a chest over here. People, especially people with the chalice, get caught here, and everyone has to get their own items. So they actually have to run over there and then throw the chalice down and then pick that up, but sometimes they throw the chalice down on top of the item, and then people like, they try to pick up the item and they pick up the chalice. And then they have to throw the chalice down, pick up the item. A winged cap. Getting all the magical stuff. So I don't remember if that was a good one or one we already had. Ooh, are you telling me single player we actually one-shot these? We've only got a warrior's weapon too. That's just iron. The gargoyles in this place are particularly good if you're getting materials, by the way. They drop lots of alloy and iron ore, stuff like that. And iron ore actually sells really well. It's 125 gil each. Which, I mean, you generally don't get that much from enemies. There are actually some places here where you can get that much money. Still very value. See, that was 35 gil. Bronze is like 75. But if you don't need the materials, selling them, very good source of income. I absolutely love the damage we do single player. Certainly it's not the greatest for bosses, but when you've got like 4 people, oh my god, I feel like I'm not contributing as much just because of how many hits it takes to kill something. They're all sponges. Every last one of them. Dude, these gargoyles are strong. Iron. Big money. But this place is actually super short. Fair bit of waiting, but I used to play it with friends. So I'm like... We usually had clavets and selkies. so only, like, half as much waiting-ish. So not too bad. That might have been one of the reasons why I liked it. I mean, it just generally looks good. Honestly, that reminds me. The flowers on the wall outside? Very nice. There's some. They're supposed to be like flowers, I think. But they've got, like, almost like fire on them. I didn't notice until the cutscene. But on each side there is a double door thing. So that actually reduces the amount of rooms by 2. So this place is pretty short. Because you don't actually have to go to Maggie's rooms either. So there's 2 rooms to go into on the left side, 1 in the middle, and then 3 on the right side. So there's only 6 total rooms you have to go into, and you don't actually have to kill all the stuff in the middle. It's just kind of recommended because that's where the boss is. Oh, completely denied. Utterly shut down. By a chef, no less. Yeah, not really. Those orbs look cool. Not really feeling magic this time around. I don't think we're gonna get the most out of that, per se. Gigas Lord. Dude's like, what are you guys doing? How did this happen? And then they rat you out. The Mog will actually follow us, so we don't have to sit in one spot. And of course Maggie joins as well. So we're going to take her out first. She doesn't even get a health bar. That's how weak she is. I'm trying. I can't see terribly well, Mog. Okay, she left. The ads are now gone. You can stop punching me in the face whenever you want, dude. There we go. Without even much stuff, though. Absolutely massive amount of damage. Very happy, though. And he just gets mad. And leaves. We don't actually kill them. Those are pretty cool. I mean, we kind of just broke into their house and then started killing people and robbing everything. So we would be, like, beyond evil if we actually killed them. And with this, we are ready for Blitzball. The second time around. A village super brave, only sending 1 person. They didn't even send us with the Mog. They were like, you can carry this and fight all the monsters. I'm like, dude, we got a full village. There's 3 to 4 people in each family, plus the mayor and his wife. Let's assume 3 times 8, 24. 26 people minimum, and there's a lot more than that. Something about playing Switch games makes me want to play other Switch games. Like, I'm getting Breath of the Wild urges now. Flame Tongue for +2. Wow, I'm surprised we actually have most of these. Oh, because 2 of these are just the Chocobo Pocket. Okay, I was like, dude, like, how did we sweep this? I haven't done that much grinding. Coincidences are coincidental. Oh, it actually has everyone from the village here. Very nice. They're not Moogles. So the families are actually getting together so that we can see the stuff. If I can, you know what, I can read the journal stuff afterwards. This is just way too slow scrolling. I just want to show the crystal getting the thingy, because we did the stuff. But everybody showed up to take credit for all of Even's accomplishments. That's a pretty good time. And more people show up to the thingy as stuff happens. And there's probably still going to be a full cast of people, even though this is a Selkie village with one Clavet family. Honestly, I would have remade him a Selkie as well, so that we could have a, like, full Selkie village. But we've already got 4 dungeons under his belt. And that's a decent bit of progress towards blacksmith stuff. Unless only the dad matters, in which case then we haven't made any. Maybe I will make him a Selkie. I have no idea. If I do end up making him a Selkie, though... honestly, we probably just won't do blacksmith stuff at that point. Hopefully, we can make the mithril belt here. And then maybe we'll even find a mithril recipe for a weapon. That would be cool. Weapon upgrades are the best upgrades. Apparently there's accessories too, but I only get recipes for female accessories for some reason. I've got like 3 now. But with this, our village has been saved. All the people are like super duper happy. Look at all the kids. Look at all the kids we saved. Literally multiple. So ends the 2nd year of my caravan. Miasma hindered my steps and monsters struck at me from behind. Still, I'll always look back fondly on the warm smiles that greeted me in the villages I visited. And it was always a joy to meet other caravans on the long, lonely road. I hope I see them again next year. Which is actually cool because I did lots of multiplayer, so we legitimately did rely on other people and do stuff. The friendship is still very real. Hooray, he's not useless. Mithril belt. Equip now. I wonder if he can't... no, it says he can craft them. So I think he can actually make anything, and that's actually really cool. But either way, we have a mithril belt, and we have mithril armor now, and we have an iron weapon. Iron and alloy, technically. I'm so happy to see you off as you begin your 3rd year. Wasn't sure I'd live long enough. Dude, Roland, I've made it to like year 35 before. You're an immortal god. Last year I told you of the youth who ran off in hopes of purging miasma from the world. He was a scholarly lad. Even from his childhood days, he always loved his research. He was especially absorbed in the study of an element that rules the other 4, earth, water, wind, and fire. Oh my god, I forgot, there's like a rainbow element, isn't there? Perhaps he found clues as he passed through the miasma stream, where he claimed that this element was the key to saving the world. Or was it colorless? I don't remember. No, that is a story for another time. Forgive my rambling. You'd best focus on more important things. Remember, come safely back to Tifa. I've got some inventory management and stuff to do, so we're probably just going to be done here. But next time, we're going to go even further to the extra province that we haven't been to before. Might have to backtrack and do another dungeon. I don't know how that's going to work out. But we've got a lot of traveling to do. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Later, everybody.